Hello everybody, and thank you for coming to watch another one of my videos. In today's video I will be taking you step by step through the technique required to make a beautiful seascape painting. This video is for anyone looking to take on Dutch pouring or acrylic fluid art for the first time, or any other beginners. Tell me in the comments below if you have any tips of your own that may help anyone else. But before we start, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. It makes a huge difference to my exposure as a small channel and it would mean a lot to me. Firstly, you need to do a bit of prep work. A lot of the work for this technique is done before the paint is even poured, so it's important to get it right from the very start. For this painting, you will need background colour. In this case, I'm using titanium white by Amsterdam. You'll need coloured paints. The 4 paints I'm using are in the description below. PVA glue. I use this along with water to help the paint flow. You'll need a cover for your work surface. It's likely to get messy and paint will drip everywhere. You'll need lollipop sticks or tongue depressors. This will help you mix your paints effectively. Cups to mix your paint in. Masking tape for the back of the canvas. A blowtorch to get rid of the air bubbles. A hairdryer to move the paint around the canvas. And most importantly, the canvas itself. I'm using a 9 by 12 inch canvas here. First off, I've set up my workstation. I've laid down a plastic sheet as it's likely to get messy. I've raised the canvas off the surface using cups. This will allow any paint to drip away. I've also put masking tape on the back of the canvas in order to protect it from the drips that might run down the side of the canvas and onto the back. Prior to this video, I've mixed the paints for my PVA and water solution. The ratio in my PVA solution is 70% PVA to 30% water. I then mix this solution with my paint gradually until the paint gets a warm honey consistency. You'll see here, however, that I thought the paint was slightly too thick, and so I added a touch more water to it. Remember, you will need considerably more paint mixed for your background colour, as you'll use this numerous times throughout the painting. The first paint to go on the canvas is a background white. You need to apply this generously as it will help to make the paint flow. You need to make sure that you cover the whole canvas, including all of the sides. I dive right in with my hands here as I find it slightly easier to get the paint across all of the canvas, but this can be done by tilting the canvas or blowing the paint. Next, I use a blowtorch. This will help to pop any air bubbles just under the surface of the paint. I then layered my paints. I went from dark colours to lighter colours. Remember, you do not need to use a huge amount of paint. If anything, I use too much paint on this canvas, and in future paintings I'll use less. Once all the colours are on the canvas, pour the remaining white generously around all of the colours. With the hairdryer, blow the white over the colours. I find blowing it twice from opposite sides works best, as it layers up the colours and it will also help them to blend. Once again, you need to use a blowtorch to remove the air bubbles. Now it's time to blow the paint. From the centre of the canvas, blow the paint in the direction you wish for your composition. At this stage I could see a lot of the paint was just under the white surface. I wanted to be slightly more delicate, so instead of using the hairdryer, I blew on the painting in order to spread the paint out. I was very happy with the right hand side of this painting, but not with the left. I especially didn't like the bottom left corner, as the teal paint there seemed to be slightly disconnected from the rest of the painting. In order to resolve this, I thought it best to remove the paint from the canvas. To do this, I used a lollipop stick and scraped it off the canvas. To resolve this area, I added more white paint and a small amount of the coloured paints. I blew this section back out in the same way that we did earlier. Once this paint settled, and with some minor adjustments, I was happy with the result. I used a torch on the painting one more time to get rid of any air bubbles that I added to the paint whilst blowing. I will now leave this to dry for the next few days. These close-ups show some of the lacing in the painting, which I believe is caused by the PVA. This is my first time using PVA glue in paint, however I'm definitely going to be using it again, as I love the lacing and I think it looks really nice. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. For any more videos, please go to my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.